We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers baseball starts right now. Number 20 gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Ian Happ, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Biro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases.
This is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Number 16.
Into the box, Patrick Wisdom. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Outside, 2-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 24.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
That just misses off the inside for ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Wisdom is off of first with 2 away. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A runner on first with 2 away. This one is launched. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. 4th home run for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Candelario is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
And that'll bring in Miguel Amaya as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front 3-0. Drew Smyly out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Ready now, Willie Adames. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
The pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
So now it's Mark Canha. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Canha brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In is Christian Yelich. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Smyly gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Christopher Morrow.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting it.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit
as he grounds one briskly to short.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. At the plate, Drew Smyly, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
And he lays off for ball 1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And that's off his leg on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 out with the man at first. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
The 2-2.
3 balls, 2
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Good battle. Count remains full. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Brian Anderson. First pitch on its way.
Anderson.
That's out.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. On deck, Carlos Santana. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
Now the 1-0. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting six, the catcher, William Contreras.
Next for Milwaukee, William Contreras, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Now at the plate, number 28. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Smyly comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate, Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Monasterio is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Stepping in, Patrick Wisdom. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Line to the right side, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody Bellinger.
So here's Cody Bellinger, and that misses ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's out.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
Runner goes for second. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. He's set. Here it comes. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The 0-1 on its way. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Runner's off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. The 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
A runner on first with 2 away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Into the box now, Miguel Amaya.
As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
Kenna is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. Leading off the inning, Andrew Monasterio, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Stepping into the box, number 20. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game.
Number 20.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Now batting, Willie Adames. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
The right fielder, number 21.
Stepping up to the plate, Mark Hanna, runner in scoring position with Sagan. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Smyly comes set. Here's the delivery. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat starting right now.
2 balls and a strike to count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Dansby Swanson, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Up next for the Cubs.
Stepping in, Drew Smyly. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Just keeping him close. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Barehanded on the move. It's in time. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. So coming to the plate, Suzuki. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Hitters count. The pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
At the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 the count. The pitch. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
In now, Brian Anderson. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Called strike 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And he fouls this one off. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Liner toward right center. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
The 0-2 home. Fly ball right down the line in left. Happ is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, William Contreras.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, William Contreras. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, now the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
5 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2. Hit hard towards center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Your attention, please.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Ready with the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Christopher Morrow comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And this one just misses off the corner.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the... Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Here comes another 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batter.
Into the box now, Andrew Monasterio. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Here's the pitch.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Number 46.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Bryce Wilson. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batting. Shortstop, Willie.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next will be Willie Adames. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Mark Canha. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And here's Christian Yelich now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike 2.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Smyly comes set. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Now back, first baseman, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Swanson scoops it up. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But the damage. Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. So a full count now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Drew Smyly. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Miles Mastrobuoni will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 20, Miles Mastrobuoni.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Line drive to left. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Now here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reaction. Number 74 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 74,
Digging in now, William Contreras. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
The catcher, William Contreras.
From the stretch. And this is up and in, ball one. In there, and it's even at one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. Hap comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batter, number 28.
Into the box now, number 28. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's good.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Bases are empty, one man out. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Suzuki.
Right fielder, number 27.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Kenna is there, 1 away.
The batter, number 15.
Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Cody Bellinger will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Stepping into the box, Miguel Amaya. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far. And this one gets away. And not in time as the run scores. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time.
Man, he's out there trying to throw strikes and give his guys a chance to come back and maybe win this thing, but that wild pitch and the insurance run it allows to score certainly aren't helping matters in the slightest.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Nope, outside.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Second and third here, one man out. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Christopher Morrow is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A ball and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Ready with the 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Tyrone Taylor is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and 2 now. Taylor, 28 years old. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Tyrone Taylor sent packing to begin the bottom of the 7th. First delivery to him on the way. Willie Adames comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
High in the air out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Hanna. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Look out, 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Amaya goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cubs. Uribe has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready for another shot now, Dansby Swanson. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Uribe, a native of the Dominican Republic. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2020 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Dansby Swanson goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Ready with the 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch.
Ball that time.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, number 27.
Coming to the plate now, Suzuki. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Patrick Wisdom has got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
Hobie Milner comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Cody Bellinger is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Candelario.
Striding into the box, Jeimer Candelario. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the damage is already done as the Cubs plate 4 on this grand slam home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Brewers 4. Anthony Kay is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46. Anthony Kay.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit. probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Anderson.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on, missed, 2-1. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Carlos Santana is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Santana in front with a 2-0 count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two and 1 now. From the belt, the pitch. 2-2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Striding in, William Contreras.
William Contreras.
Luke Little will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Luke Little.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run.
Well, some lessons have to be learned the hard way, like right here. The youngster serves up a 4-seamer, but it's straight as a rope. The hitter's eyes get as big as saucers, and he crushes it out of here. I doubt he'll serve up another 4-seamer in that location.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. This is line to left. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Brewers. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Devin Williams enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
ball one.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, number 5.
Digging in, Christopher Morrow. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing and a misses. He was way in front of that one. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Dansby Swanson is on deck. There's ball 4.
The batter, number 7.
Ready for another chance. Dansby Swanson struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. He's set and the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. Throw to Santana, the double play. And digging in, Andrew Monasterio has been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, number 10. And he's ready to take his first cuts. He's set. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Willie Adames stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
So now to the plate, Mark Canha, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. The Brewers down to their final strike. Just short, hit hard. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
10-6, the final score in this game. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Drew Smyly wins his 3rd of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Brewers, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.